Hello, wonderful people. It's another great moment that we get to meet each other in this specific channel. So today I'm going to talk specifically about a division of a given town and where the real money is being made, where the real kill is being witnessed from. So if you look any typical town in our country, you find that in our country, Kenya to be specific, you find that the town is divided into three sections. We have the section that we call the industrial area section. We have the section that we call the CBD or the Central Business District, and we have the section that we call it, the market area, the stage area, where you have the public transport vehicles, the matatus, as commonly known as in our country. So let's get to see exactly where the real money is being made. I mean, in that typical town, who makes a lot of money exactly? So let's get into it. Number one, let's start with what we call the CBD or the Central Business District. This is an area where you find what we call the middle incomers. These are the people who get to be employed once they graduate from their respective universities or the technical universities or something of sort. So you find these are the people who seemed to be very successful in life, and these are the typical people who you are supposed to become once you go through your education system. In most cases, those are the career people. You find these are the area that you find the managers, the procure managers, you find the service people. These are the areas you find the CEOs and such kind of a thing. These are the people you find that they are very choosy on where they live, how they act, how they spend their money. You find that their kids school in a very, very nice school, not necessarily because they have money, but these are the people who cares about what you call the stature, all right? The status, their status, they really mind about their status. Remember, these people don't own the businesses, but they are employed by their bosses, all right? They don't own the business, but they're employed by their bosses. So these are the people who we regard or we call them the employees. They make money. They don't really make that huge amount of money, but actually they make a good money that makes them to sustain their good life. All right. And these are the people whom you meet and you think like, oh my god, my world is not going well, because these people, they seem very successful, they seem rich or something. These are the people who dress to kill. These are the people you find them on ties and suits and that kind of a thing. But sometimes it doesn't mean necessarily that they are making a lot of money on that. So let's go to number two. You find that these people who work in industrial area places or in any given specific town. So these are the people you find that these are the people who repairs your car. They have the spare parts of any car that you have. They improvise, they innovate, and they bring up or they come up with new things. So you find these are the people you find them in aprons. These are the people you find them, they are, quote in quote, some sort of dirty or something of sort. You find these are the people who own those repair shops. They own those this is also an area where you find there is manufacturing. They manufacture unga or the maize flour, the wheat flour. They manufacture metals and iron and such kind of a thing. It's basically industrial area. This is where they make a lot of things. All right, these are the driving, or this is the driving engine of a given country, not just a town, of any given country. And remember, the industrial area in any given town, it's the area that employs a lot of people. You find the people who work in this specific area, they are large in number. You find these are the areas that sustains a given town. These are the areas that you find the millers. These are the areas that you find, those people who, import those heavy machineries or something of sort. They repair those machineries. They sell cars, from trucks to cars to anything you think of, you'll get to find in any given industrial area in a given town. All right. And that group of people, these are the people who works in a place we call the marketplaces. You find that the people who really mind about what you eat, what goes into your stomach. These are the people you find that they really don't care much about life, what is happening outside there. And characteristics of these people, you find that they don't really queue in a bank. What do I mean by that point? In our country, Kenya, you find the much you have, then the less hard or the problems you'll have when it comes to queuing, banking your money, withdrawing your money or something of so. These are the people who are linked up. Probably, and in most cases, these are your landlords or your landladies. These are the people who own businesses. You find that these are guys of who invest in cereals. You find a person has a whole gold down of cereals. They sell stretching from wheat flour. They sell, what we call the cooking oil. They sell what we call the rice. They even import rices from, Pakistan, whatever, those kind of things. You find these are the people, they own bulky of food. All right. These are the people who make sure that at least your plate got something on top of it. Right. And you find these people, they don't dress nicely. Even they don't even park their cars in the industry, or rather in the CBD. They just park their cars in a very funny places. They don't even own that luxurious cars or something of sort. They just have something that sustains them, and they have a thing that makes them blend in with anybody. You find in most cases these are the people who use their, their vernacular languages. You find there's the people who use, if they advance more, they use their, the Kiswahili or something of sort. So you find these are the areas that people tend to despise them, but they make a lot of money. You find these people, they have several apartments. You find they have maybe an apartment in Roysambu, Parklands, Uplands, or whatever the place. You find that good place, you think they have a very nice apartment, the Kilelesho or something. So these are the people who really makes money, but they don't make it look like they make a lot of money. So what we tend to see from an average view is that these people who come from the CBD area, we tend to think that they make a lot of money, but that is totally opposite. You find these people who work from either industrial area or those places called the market areas on the bus stations or bus terminals or something. So these are the people who houses them. Because when you go to industrial area, people, these are people who own apartments, they are extra wealthy. Those people who, work from those areas, you find like somebody is owning a whole industry, is making a whole, hoard of metals or ions or something or so. So these are billionaires actually. In most cases, you find that they are billionaires. Okay. So you find sometimes it's good to know exactly where the real money is being made from, so that you don't get confused. Sometimes I say it's all about, being rich, not looking rich. All right. So you get to understand how the towns are divided, where you should put your money. And I always tell people, put your money where your mouth is, because when you do exactly that, everything will be okay as far as everything is concerned. That is the simplest way I can look at it at any given town, and what money and how money is being made in a given specific town. All right. If you're working, maybe let's say in a CBD area, does not mean you're failure, does not mean that you're not making any money. But remember this point, that when you this kind of an individual who loves to, fund your status, that one gonna really shoot your foot. It's gonna really kill your money. Sometimes it's good when you just throw you serve up there. Don't mind how you look, provided you're making money. Sometimes I say it's all about being rich, not how you look. All right. So that's a mere division of how our town look and where the real money is being made from. So what I would say is that everybody in our country, on any given country, they are important. They play a very important role. So no one should feel, less, or someone should feel like you're more important than the other. We all complement each other. If you live in, or rather, if you work in CBD, you need that your car to be repaired, then you need to feed. If you live, or if you work from the market areas and whatever area, you need your services, you need your licenses, and you got to meet the CBD guys. And if you're a CBD guy, you also need to live somewhere. If you are in an industrial area, you need workers, and you're probably gonna get them from the market areas, those who are labor labor people or something also. So it's a whole sort of horde of, complementing each other and in making sure at least we turn the wheel of our economy as far as our country is concerned. So this is a guy who called Joseph, talks about money, anything to do with finance and your money from your pocket and how you spend it, and we get to teach each other. I'm a believer, just like an iron sharpens another iron, so do we learn from each other. If you love this kind of content, subscribe, be a member of this channel. You just subscribe, like the video, give it a thumb up. If you don't like it, just do nothing. Comment down below, tell me what you think, and from there we get to help each other. See you in the next one, and I hope gonna be a good